Well, hello again, Internet. I think I'm. This is a blast. Okay, so what's going on here is I'm using all kinds of software that is way more advanced. I probably should have spent a couple hours trying to figure every single thing out about it. Instead, I figured I spent about an hour figuring it all out. So sorry about that. Thank you for bearing with me. But I think I figured it out. All right, and you guys are saying I'm back again, so I guess I'm back again. All right, so basically what happens is I wanted to start doing live streams because you guys say you like it when I do live streams, but I wanted to do professional live streams, and as you can see, I'm doing a fantastic job of that. So I went and tested a ton of hardware, a ton of software, and I came down to what I think is the best in hardware and software. And so I am going to go through it. I tried AVerMedia's Live Broadcaster Pro 2. I believe that's what it's called. Live Gamer Portable. Whatever. It's terrible. It's constantly the frame rates drop, audio drops. It's terrible software. And this is on a Mac, by the way. And using Sierra, the most updated operating system. And I tried the Elgato. I tried the HD60S, which you can see right here. And I also tried the HD60. They have audio problems with Sierra. They're denying it, but I used it on 3 different Macintoshes, and it doesn't work. It constantly falls apart. So what I wanted to do here is what I ultimately ended up using, and I'm going to switch over and show you it. And it works flawlessly. And if I can just switch this over. And here it is. This is a Magewell USB capture, HDMI capture card thing. It works perfectly. The things that I was having problems with here earlier in the stream were me not understanding how my software works. But I think I have that all figured out. You can use this with OBS, but I used another piece of software because I want to do really ridiculously crazy live streams, and OBS wasn't allowing me to do all the different things that I wanted to do, so I ended up using something called gameshow. And you can see basically this is how easy it is to set up. I know a lot of times my how-to videos are ridiculously complicated. Basically that Magewell thing that I showed you there, I have to like yank it, and you know what it looks like. You plug your HDMI from your PS4 into the end of it that normally goes into your television, and then the USB into your computer. And that's it. It works. The only negative to it is it gets a little bit hot, but I've played with it for long hours, and nothing's ever broken on it, so I guess it's cool. In regards to setting up gameshow, all you do is you come in and you select, like, let's say you wanted to go and get your the game you want to broadcast as well as your webcam. You select that there, click on next. You then go over to the next frame. You type in whatever your screen name is for YouTube. It also works with Switch and Hitbox. I tested it on Switch and it works as well. I haven't really done anything with Switch. You know, I'm a YouTube guy. You type in your screen name, and you should probably pick Apple H264 if you're using a Mac. Sorry, PC people. All this stuff works. The Elgato works good on Windows. All this other stuff works. This is for us poor people on Macintosh that are trying to do things. You're then going to select whatever you want your resolution to be, and I normally pick 1080p 60. That guy right there, which is going to be 9 megabits per second. And then after that, you come in and you select the little controller, and then whatever your game source is, your camera, and whatever your microphone is, and then you authorize YouTube to be able to go and so you can do your streams. And then after that, you click on allow and you click on next, and boom, everything just pops on your screen and everything works. To do recordings, you can see in the upper left hand corner there's like the little circle within the dot inside of it. That's how you do recordings. Works flawlessly. All the tests I've done. If you want to do streams, you click on this little stream icon that's directly right next to it where it says 0000.0, you know, that. And you can just add in all these different things. I can do a full tutorial on how to use gameshow. It's just impossible to do a tutorial on gameshow while I'm running gameshow. So if you guys want to see that, you know, just tell me. I'm gonna open up my chat here and see. I'm looking over here now to see if you guys are asking anything. Ward for fun. There, I said your name. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to test this for everything, because from reading online, I basically, because I was having all kinds of problems, I saw what everybody else was having problems with. And I saw that people were having problems just doing streams or doing recordings. This setup right here does all that. And I'm not sponsored by any of these people, if I didn't say that. Just wanted to make sure that everybody knows I'm not getting paid to say this. And so I saw that people were having trouble with streaming or recording regular old games. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go in and do that, and just to verify, you know, so you guys can actually see that what I'm saying actually works. And let's go do this. And there's that. And you can see I threw my webcam in there. You're able to crop your webcam image and do all that, which is really cool. And here are, I don't have that many games, and most of the ones I have are for my kids and such, but you know, there's Overwatch. So if you want to see what Overwatch looks like, let's see here. And I'm also, everybody says it's impossible to record or stream with PlayStation VR. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you that it works. I just showed you how to do it. It's simple. Let's try this. And plug that in there. So let's just do a very quick game or playthrough with Overwatch, just so you can see what that looks like. See if I can hear this. Can I hear it? No, that doesn't do anything. That's silly. Anybody have any advice in regards to headphones and such? I'm always open to hear that, because my Plantronics headsets really stink. I tried an A50 and they didn't sound very good. I had some problems with that, an Astro A50. So let's go in here. I'm going to prove that you can do streaming directly over top of this. So let's go like this. Okay, yeah, whatever. Close that down. And it says everything's cool. Will I make programming streams? I can do anything. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my regular Saturday and Wednesday programming tutorials, just like I always have. But on Monday and Tuesday, I'm going to do live streams on one or the other of those days. And the live streams are going to be whatever. It's going to be all the stuff that I don't do tutorials on all the time, like playing games and cooking. I'd like to do a live cooking stream. I want to do a ton of live streams. Okay, so I'm just here. I'm just verifying that Overwatch is going to work, so you guys can see the quality of it. And watch, this will be one of those times where I can't get on the server. And entering game. I really stink at Overwatch, but let's just come in here and do it. Practice versus AI. And just doing something so you guys can see a sample of what this looks like. Alright, so I'm going to come in here, I'm going to pick one of these guys, there we go. And I'm going to open up the chat system and read it while I'm waiting for this to do something. Set up some. You guys can ask me questions. There's no need to donate money to me. Always feel free to ask me questions. I saw something about that. Alright, so let's see how this works out. You guys will see for yourself if it looks good, or if there's frame breakdowns or anything. From everything I've tested, this is as good as it gets.
Enough waiting around.
And I'm jumping. I really stink at this game. I have all the chat shut down so we don't have to listen to people screaming and playing in the background. And they can't hear me. And I'm talking and I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. Alright. Oh, so those people are going to come running out of there. Okay, good, cool.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Alright, so here they come. Let's see what I can do. And you're getting an example of what it looks like. And the only reason I'm doing any good is because I'm playing in the basic thing right now. Just so you know, so you don't think I'm some wonderful player. There they are. Alright, so I don't know. You guys can tell me if it sounds good, looks good, does whatever good. And I'm just going to play here for a little bit longer. Let me see. Wish I could open. I can also display chat and all that other cool stuff. So, whenever we want to do that. No, I'm not paying attention at all. Alright, good. I think they're on right now. Goodbye. Alright. And I don't know how the sound sounds along with my microphone, you guys. I'll watch the video afterwards and then I'll make changes accordingly. And I was thinking about doing as one of the first live streams is to do a Resident Evil VR. Whoops, did I just fall off a cliff? Yeah, that kind of sucks. Okay, I was going to do Resident Evil Bioshock VR live stream because I thought that would be really cool. Because supposedly that's the game that's making people sick and it's like frightening to play. And Overwatch. Sorry, I'm not talking more. I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go. Yeah, that didn't sound good. Alright. Here we are. There we are. Yeah, anybody have any tips on good headsets? Tell me. Because I have to get rid of this Plantronics headset. It's terrible.
I'm on fire.
I should have put your chat system up here so I could see your messages while I was playing this. That's something I'll correct later. And then after I do this, I'm going to show you that the PlayStation VR also works with this exact setup so that you can see exactly how all that stuff works. It's pretty awesome software and hardware all along because the other stuff really stinks. I mean, especially Elgato is a mess on macOS Sierra. It's a terrible... I don't know. They can tell me all they want. I can give them credit, though, because they did try to fix it. But it just was unfixable. I don't know if anybody out there has gotten it to work with Elgato, but I know I didn't. And their technical support people couldn't get it to work either, so... I guess I should use my super powerful power-up here.
60 seconds remaining.
And then as soon as this is over, I'm gonna go do a VR thing. Because... Alright, so I think that's the end of it. Ah, come on, guys. Just Like I said before, I'm not very good at this game. The only reason it looks like I might be doing okay is I think I'm playing against a computer. Alright, so that's the end of it. Okay, so let's quit that, leave game, and then I will show you that it also works with QuickTime VR. So let's jump out of that, and let's open up QuickTime VR. Alright, cool. Yes, that's cool. Alright, so simple it up. Yes, I don't understand why most YouTubers don't reply to comments. I think it's really cool. I don't know. I love talking to you guys. And I'm just reading your comments now if you're wondering what I'm doing. And from what you guys are telling me, it looks like everything looks awesome. I didn't see a single comment here that says anything is bad. Nope. All right, cool. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to jump over into the thing, put my goofy looking headset on, and then I'll show you what PSVR looks like. All right, cool. I love doing live streams. All right, back again. Let me check. All right, so I have the goofy headset on. And this thing is ridiculously cool, by the way, if you guys haven't ever tried it. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. You should see the setup I have in this room. It's ridiculously cramped. Okay, so I'm going to plug in this. And then I have the demo disc. And I'll ask you guys what you want me to play, and I'll play it. Anything on the demo disc. So, tell me in the chat box, because I have chat open right now. And I will play any of these different things. So let's see. Can I do... Let me see if I can get them all to show up. And I have played some of these, and some of these I have not played. So there's Res Infinite I've tried. Thumper I've tried. Skywards I don't think I've tried. Rush of Blood doesn't work because I don't have the fancy hand things. Drive Club, Tumble VR I don't believe works. Job Simulator, Kitchen. I think that's the VR thing. Alright, I can't play with you right now, Ivy. That's my daughter coming in, staring at me, wondering why I'm sitting here looking crazy. I'll play Kitchen, I'll play Eve Valkyrie, I'll play anything. Any of these different games. Battlezone is really cool. If you want to see any of those things, and I'll open up the chat now, and you guys tell me what to play, and I'll play it. And let's come down here. Job Simulator, Drive Club. Okay, I'm looking for somebody to... I'm getting all different things here. Job Simulator I don't think I can use because I think it requires me to use the two-hand things. So... that I can't do Job Simulator. You want to see Battlezone? I saw Battlezone. I will try Battlezone just so you can see what that looks like. Whatever. You guys don't seem to care. You want to see Battlezone? I'll show you Battlezone. Alright, so here's Battlezone. Alright, cool beans. So I'm in where's Battlezone at? Let me just verify that all the other sound is working. And it is. Cool. Alright. So here we are. Battlezone. There it is, and here it is. And then you can basically see what I see whenever I'm playing the game. You know, I can look around, and you can, well, not whenever there's nothing on here, of course. Here we are. This is Battlezone. Looks better than this as the game goes. It's a tank game. I have played this one. It's pretty cool. It's one of the games I've considered buying because it's cool. Hold options to center view. There we are. X. You can only select one tank. This is really a cool game. I love this game. You can see if I look around, I believe the screen's changing to whatever you were looking around at.
Each hexagon represents a
So pretty cool
strategic
stuff.
zone. Your mission is to reach, confront,
And let's just do
destroy
it.
the AI core.
Please confirm launch
Select
order.
a zone.
I haven't played these games that much.
Complete sequence.
Just so you know. You can see.
Press X to move forward.
Yes. Let's do this. Alright, so cool. You can see, as I look around, you can see whatever I'm looking at, which is kind of cool. I've never tried the Oculus and all that other stuff, so I don't know what that's like. The only experience I've had with modern day VR stuff is this, which is pretty neat. Can imagine what it's going to look like with something like Resident Evil that goes out of its way to try to scare you. And just so you know, I can't see your chat messages right now. I don't believe there's...
To arm weapons.
Yeah, okay.
Square will change weapons. Weapon test. Use the right stick to aim, then fire using aim and fire at the target. Confirmed.
Okay.
Outer doors opening.
Can I shoot while I'm in here? Alright, cool. It's ridiculously cool.
Stick to move.
All right,
Right
let's
stick to
there.
rotate and aim. Now, move away from the hangar exit.
And now I have to find somebody to shoot.
Enemy detected. Get ready. Light armor incoming. Threat
Uh-oh,
level
not
low.
good. I'm sure this is really easy on just the beginner demo disc, and it's a lot. This is a multiplayer game. Love to try it. Whoops. Uh-oh. I'm doing particularly bad right now because I haven't been playing any games lately. Alright, when I got this at Christmas time, I was super awesome, just let me tell you. It's...
Aim for the rear. It's unshielded.
Ah. See if I can get my tank to just break altogether here. I am really particularly doing poorly right now. Let's see. Alright. Oh. Okay.
Towers. Stay out of sight and shoot them at long range.
No, that's not a tower.
Flyers.
Oh, I'm doing terrible.
Use the
Oh. Anyway, oh, there's that. Am I supposed to shoot that? Sorry, whenever I'm just talking and not paying attention, I was doing. I have a tendency to do very poorly in games.
swarm. Here it comes.
And then after I'm done with this, or whatever, I can just stop it right now. I think you get the gist of it. And I'll answer any of your questions in your chat, and then we'll be done. I think everything worked pretty good, though. Ugh. Take all that off. Oh. Crazy stuff. So let's see here. I'll get back into your little chat thing here and answer any questions you guys have. So let's see here. What do you got? All right, Battlezone, yes. Do I know about the third eye thing? No, I do not. Is this a joke? Gameplay on a Mac. I have an Instagram account, but I don't really ever use it. Reading you guys' comments here. All right, so you guys are asking me all kinds of questions about vegetarian cooking. I don't know. Dodo, I'm reading your comments right now. If you're wondering what I'm doing, is there anything you guys particularly want to see in regards to live streams? I have a whole bunch of ideas. So, what's my favorite game? I really like Overwatch, but my favorite game ever was Resident Evil 5, I believe, and that was on GameCube. I like old school games. I'm kind of boring that way. Let me jump over and see if there's anything else. I think the VR headset's awesome. There's really awesome games for it right now. I mean, I just haven't bought them because I don't really play games all that much. I mean, it's if you were just watching me play it, that does not transfer into what it's really like to wear the headset. It's really, really, really cool. And just check it out. I'm sure there'll be a Best Buy or something where you guys can check it out and see if it works for you. I mean, I think it's ridiculously cool though. But I haven't had a game system since the Nintendo Wii. So, you know, I'm not. That's probably why I think the PlayStation's really, really awesome. War Thunder I've never played. Yes, I loved Resident Evil 5. I think it was like my favorite game ever. So it was a really cool game. Do I know any code for Resident Evil 5? No. I don't think I ever cheated on Resident Evil 5. If there was a way to cheat, I beat that game to death. I mean, that was like my game for like a solid year and a half. I played it. That was like the only game I played. So I'm real excited to see what Biohazard looks like because I heard it's absolutely insane. What else do I got here? Do I know any code for Resident Evil 5? No. Yeah, I'll do a setup tour. It's a mess right now because, like I said, I've been playing around with a lot of different hardware and a lot of different software and a lot of different setups to try to get everything to work as good as humanly possible. So this is whatever. All right, so I guess you got. Oh, what am I working on now in regards to what I'm gonna do on YouTube? Is Mondays and Wednesdays it's gonna be C# with a focus on. After I cover the basics of C#, I'm gonna get into some graphical user interface stuff and all the other little nitty gritty things that everybody's asking me about for C#. Then I'm going to go into Xamarin, and then after that I'm going to go into game development, and I'm going to do game development heavy for much of the year. That's like going to be my major focus. However, I'm going to do a bunch of learn-in-ones and things like that also. And what I want to do is have like live streams of numerous different topics and things like that, either on Monday or Tuesday. So I'm going to have like a Monday show or a Saturday show, a Wednesday show, and either a Monday or a Tuesday show. And the next time I'm going to do a live stream, just so you know, is going to be on Tuesday, if you guys want to see it. And what I'm going to do is Resident Evil Biohazard 7 with VR and see what that comes out like. I think that'd be kind of cool. Game development's going to be really geared towards C# with Unity and all the different things you can do with C#. So Monogame, Unity, a whole bunch of different things. And let's see here. I'm reading your guys' comments. Yeah, I already said what I was going to do. I'm going to do a whole bunch of different ways of making games, but mainly I'm going to focus on C#, just because I already did a Java game development. I made a game with Java. Java's not really geared towards doing professional gaming. I mean, yeah, I know Minecraft was made with it, but right now I think C# is like, if you want to do games, that's my opinion of where is the best thing to use. The best programming language for beginners is Python, and I have a series called Learn to Program, which I think is kind of geared towards beginners. You guys just tell me what type of projects you'd like me to do, and I will do it. Like I said, I'm going to be doing cross-platform mobile app development using Xamarin, and game development using multiple different frameworks and C#. So it's good. This is going to be a year of a lot of projects above all else. But I'm still going to do learning ones and things like that. It's just going to be, mix and match it up. I'm not going to talk about Donald Trump. Oh, I do something really cool. Let me show you. My wife made this for me. It is, I don't know if this is going to show up on the screen or not. It's a trumpet chew. Let me see here. See? You can't see it. What it is it's a Donald Trump Pikachu thing. I'm going to paint it. It doesn't come up very well. But is there any way for me to see? There it is. My wife made me that. It's a Donald Trump Pikachu. I thought you guys might think that was amusing. I know I thought it was amusing. So that's my comment on Donald Trump. Is there anything else you guys are asking me questions about? Full 3D video. I'll get into 3D development after I cover 2D. Yes, she has a 3D printer. I got this 3D printer for Christmas that's like ridiculously cheap for what it does, and it's really, really cool. What else you guys asking? Yeah, I've always wanted to do Ionic. I just never did it. So, yeah. I was going to cover the Ionic framework. Updated tutorial on Pug, which is the rebranded Jade. As far as I know, nothing's different about Jade and Pug. Maybe something changed since I last saw it, so I don't know. I'll take a look at that. No, I'm not doing hacking tutorials. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to do anything like that. Even, anything that could possibly be construed by the federal government as me teaching people how to do anything illegal, I'm not going to do. I don't need that type of trouble. Make a series on web services, SOAP, RESTful services. I already have it. Type in YouTube, web services, tutorial, and it will come up. I already covered all that stuff. And I made an application that did translation into multiple languages, poor translation into multiple languages, but it's used as a web service and it's functional, so I did that. Wolfram Alpha has its own programming language, and at one point in time I was going to cover it, and I just never did. So that doesn't mean I never will. I will do it someday. I'll get into C++ tutorials at some point. Don't know when. What else you got? Did Russia hack the vote? Yes, I'm going to cover C# in Unity. That's definitely going to be covered. I want to do C# with Monogame first and then do C# with Unity. Yes, I'm going to do an R tutorial. Is there anything else? Do I have a website? Yes, it's newthinktank.com. Yes, I'm going to do app development with... I'm going to do app development, multi-platform app development using Xamarin and C#. So yes, that's coming very soon, like within a month. I love Don't Starve Shipwrecked. Don't know. I guess you saw my other video before. What's my favorite language? I don't know. I don't really know that I have a favorite language. I do have Game Maker Studio. I think I only have 1.5. So I have it, and I've played around with it a lot. I haven't made a tutorial on it, but that's definitely something that I can do. It's very easy to learn multiple different programming languages if you learn one object-oriented, one functional language very, very well. Then all the rest are easy to learn. No, I'm a private consultant. Everything always turns into an Ask Me Anything, which is kind of funny. What else? I work with a lot of different companies. Do you have a Pi Audio or Pi Wi-Fi tutorials? No, I do not. Sorry about that. The PS4 was connected to my Macintosh through using that Magewell USB HDMI capture card thing. I'm going to put links to exactly what I used in the description underneath the video, so you'll see. Yes, I have a Haskell tutorial. What new programming languages videos will I release in the near future? I will do an R tutorial. Not sure. I haven't really made a decision. I have a long list, but I don't have that list in front of me right now, so I'm sorry I can't tell you. And yes, I will do 2D platforming games before I do 3D, because that kind of makes sense. Already made a Ruby tutorial as well as a Rails tutorial. I'm planning on doing a React tutorial also. I just haven't gotten to it. What languages do I use all the time? I use JavaScript. I've used a lot of C# for like the last year and a half, and PHP. And I used to use Java all the time, but not so much anymore. I will probably do a C++ tutorial after I finish up with C#, so I can't say that that's going to start anytime soon, but I don't know. I want to cover artificial intelligence and machine learning and things like that, but I've looked into it a lot. I've read multiple books on the topic. The problem I'm having with it is the mathematics behind machine learning is rather complex. So I've been trying to figure out if there's any way that I can make it less complex, and so far I haven't figured that out. So, I don't want to make a tutorial series in which basically you have to be an expert in high-level mathematics to be able to understand any of it. So that's why I haven't covered it yet. I've spent a lot of time looking into it, and it's not out there only because I don't want to put a tutorial out that just confuses people. So just so you know, I think about these videos a lot. I mean, I think about stuff well before I make it. Yes, I will definitely cover pixel art and all that stuff whenever I make games. Yes, I do. I used to do a ton of illustration. You want to see some illustration I did? Here, I'll go grab one thing and show you something. This is just laying here, so I'll just show you this. Let me see if it actually shows up. This is something I did a long time ago. There you go. That's an example of something that I did. This is just a goofy design thing I did. That's Tim Burton, by the way. It's like a Tim Burton tribute thing. So there's something that I did. So yes, I can do the illustration part, and I think I can teach how to do pixel art and things like that. So that's definitely something I want to cover. And is there anything else? Yes, an Angular 2 tutorial is on the way. I'm going to cover Cordova and PhoneGap at some point in time. The microphone I'm using is a Rode NT1A, and it's connected to a Focusrite Scarlett 2i2, and that's what I got. First language I ever learned was Basic. People are obsessed with Donald Trump. No, that wasn't Donald Trump. That was Tim Burton. That was just a crazy caricature that I did that my wife always liked, and she had it framed. And I guess that does it for a lot of the comments. So, alright guys, so that was a fun tutorial to make, and I'm going to do a lot more. And I learned Basic when I was about 10 years old. And just thought it would be kind of cool and to do more live streams. And so this is sort of a taste of that, as well as an explanation of how you guys can do live streams if you're stuck on a Macintosh. But like I said, all this stuff works on Windows that I showed you right here as well, and I tested that as well. But there's other options, like Elgato works perfectly fine on Windows. It just doesn't work on Macintosh, on upgraded Mac Sierras faithfully. So I just wanted to solve all those problems and sort of answer any other questions that you guys might have. And I think that's about time for me to sign off. So thank you for coming and watching what was a really eventful stream and a whole bunch of craziness. And like always, please leave your questions and comments below. Otherwise,